Gentlemen, when was the last time you had incredible sex without an erection? If you can't remember, or if the idea seems impossible, you're trapped in what I call penis-obsessed sex. And it's destroying your intimacy in ways you don't even realize. Over 70% of men over 60 experience regular erection fluctuations, yet most believe sex is impossible without being fully hard. That belief is killing their sex lives, creating performance anxiety, and robbing them of some of the most beautiful, intimate experiences available. I'm Dr. Julia Rhodes, and I am a men's sex therapist who's worked with couples for over a decade. And today, I'm going to reveal exactly why sex without an erection must become a normal, essential part of your intimate life. I'll show you how to penetrate without an erection, why this actually makes getting hard easier, and most importantly, how to liberate yourself from the prison of performance pressure that's been suffocating your sex life for years. But before we get into it, I want to know from you, have you ever successfully had sex without a full erection, or does the thought terrify you? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you're serious about breaking free from performance anxiety and discovering deeper intimacy, hit that subscribe button right now because I share evidence-based insights like this every single week. Here's what most men get wrong. They believe an erection equals desire and no erection equals failure. But here's the truth. Your body is not a machine. It's a living system that fluctuates constantly. Tiredness, stress, emotional states, low energy, hormonal shifts. Any of these can affect your erection, and none of them mean there's something wrong with you. We've been conditioned to expect men to perform like robots. Sexual attraction should automatically produce a physiological response, right?
Wrong.
An erection is one of the most physiologically complex and resource-intensive things your body does. It's a massive workout for your cardiovascular system. Expecting it to happen on command every single time is as unrealistic as expecting to run a marathon whenever someone asks. Yet when fluctuations happen, and they will, most men panic. They see it as dysfunction. They avoid intimacy. They create anxiety around sex. And their partners often make it worse by taking it personally, assuming it means he's not attracted anymore. This creates a vicious cycle where everyone loses. Here's what's actually happening biologically. An erection requires perfect coordination between your nervous system, cardiovascular system, and hormones. Blood flow must increase dramatically. Stress hormones like cortisol must be low. Your parasympathetic nervous system must be activated. Any disruption, physical fatigue, mental stress, even just having a full stomach, can interfere. Research shows that performance anxiety alone causes erectile difficulties in over 60% of men at some point in their lives. The more you focus on your erection, the less likely it is to happen. It's a cruel paradox. The pressure to perform creates the very thing you fear, failure to perform. But here's what's fascinating. Inside the vagina, there's a natural energy exchange between genitalia that makes arousal easier, not harder. Outside the body, you're relying on fantasy, imagination, external stimulation. Inside, there's an organic connection that actually supports erection better than anything external can. So, here's the method I teach: learning to penetrate without an erection and continuing intimacy regardless of hardness. First, understand that penetration without an erection is completely possible. It's a matter of technique. You guide yourself in while soft, and often, the natural arousal inside the vagina brings the erection anyway. Second, even if you don't get hard inside, you continue. The experience becomes something completely different, gentler, more sensual, deeply connecting. It's not the intense friction of typical penetrative sex. It's a softer, more intimate energy that's incredibly nourishing and restorative for both partners. Here's how to actually do this. First, abandon the requirement entirely. On any given day, you approach intimacy with complete indifference to whether you're hard or soft. If you have an erection when it's time to penetrate, you use it. If you don't, you penetrate without it. Physically, guide yourself and gently. Use lubrication if needed. Move slowly. Let your partner's body adjust. Often, the warmth and natural energy will bring the erection once you're inside. If it doesn't, continue with slow, gentle movement. The sensation is completely different, less intense, more subtle, but deeply pleasurable in its own way. Emotionally, this removes all performance pressure. You're not trying to maintain anything. You're not anxiously monitoring your hardness. You're simply present with your partner, enjoying connection regardless of physiology. Practically, this means if you lose your erection during sex, you don't stop. You don't apologize. You don't make it a problem. You simply continue, letting your bodies adjust to the new sensation. Sometimes the erection returns. Sometimes it doesn't. Either way, the intimacy continues. Now, let me tell you the 3 biggest mistakes that ruin this approach. Mistake number 1. Apologizing or making it a big deal. The moment you treat softness as a problem, you've destroyed the intimacy. Your partner takes their cue from you. If you're anxious, they become anxious. Mistake number 2. Giving up on intimacy entirely when you're soft. This reinforces the idea that erections are mandatory. You're teaching your body and your relationship that no erection means no connection. Mistake number 3. Your partner taking it personally. This is huge. Partners often interpret softness as lack of attraction. They create pressure by needing the erection to validate their desirability. This anxiety kills arousal faster than anything else. Now, here's something important about being over 60. Your body naturally experiences more erection fluctuations. Younger men might maintain consistent hardness, but you've reached a stage where your body requires more understanding, more patience. And here's the truth. This is actually your advantage. Younger men are trapped in penis-obsessed sex because their bodies can maintain erections easily. They never learn the deeper, more intimate forms of lovemaking that don't require hardness. You have the wisdom to understand that sex is about connection, not performance. That patience isn't weakness, it's mastery. And that some of the most beautiful intimate experiences have nothing to do with being rock hard. I covered the specific techniques for penetrating without an erection, including exact positioning and movement patterns, in last week's newsletter. If you're not subscribed, links in the description. So, here's my question for you. Are you ready to stop making your erection the center of your sex life? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want weekly insights on mature intimacy, including advanced techniques and psychological strategies I can't share on YouTube. Join my free newsletter. Real guidance that transforms how you connect with your partner. Links in the description and pinned in the comments. Remember, sex isn't about physiological performance. It's about presence, connection, and being able to give and receive love regardless of your body's current state. When you free yourself from the tyranny of the erection, you open yourself to intimacy that's richer, deeper, and far more satisfying than anything performance-based sex could ever offer. I'm Dr. Julia Rhodes, and I'll see you in the next one.